About now, you are about to be possessed by the old school 80 themes of WWE, not WWF. Don't forget that. Let's go to old school. So I got the 80 black from me. Dang, the best theme, the best fireworks. I was very proud of that. They did an excellent work on the WWE Raw Goes Old School. And I gotta explain, this has been a huge success. The whole theme was, it was just a good work at it. I wish I was there live when it went old school and seeing it live like I was like one of my brothers. I'm telling you, man, I seriously did wish I was there. But that was impressive. That was good work in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I wasn't in Pennsylvania, but that was good work. I was really glad, and commentators who actually used the mics instead of standing on commentating, and you can't really hear them. That was a heck of a job, heck of a work for Jerry King Lawler and JR. This is just very great. I was very blown away by this. I was very blown away by the work they did for it to like really go old school. So this is just excellent work. I'm just so thrilled out. Sorry if this review is going to be long, but may see two parts of it. You know what I'm saying? And Justin Roberts, for him to go in his old theme also. He went in his old theme. This is just excellent. And then Mean Gene, you know, comes out and pull out his promo. And, you know, he's not the same Mean Gene without Hollywood Hogan, his buddy. So Hogan's in TNA, so Mean Gene was still able to pull it out on his own, because, you know, Hogan moved on from WWE a while, and so we have Cowboy Bob Orton pull out a good promo about, you know, his question about Survivor Series regarding Randy Orton and his father John Cena. He knows how to deal with adversity, you know, saying he went through history of him going to his parent-teacher conference and things like that. So, after his promo, Wade Barrett comes out, and the opening was just very excellent. When he calls Randy Orton old man, I was rolling on the floor laughing. This is just excellent. I was very blown away by this promo. This promo was excellent. And I love that promo. He talked about broken arm and phony as a cast, and he says he's going to beat down his son 1, 2, 3. But after his promo, The Miz comes out, which pulls even more bigger promo. He talks about, regardless of whether either Randy or Wade Barrett wins, he's going to cash his money in the bank to be WWE Champion. But his plan was very halted by, you know, John Cena. He talks about the challenge run. He challenges The Miz to a match. And so, we're going to see if that happens. So, hopefully we get that challenge going on, and that was a good promo. That was great for John Cena to budge in, and that just really rocked the house. So we get a match. Dolph Ziggler pulls his promo, talks about being a hot couple in Macho Man Randy Savage and Elizabeth, because he got Dolph and Vicky Guerrero. So, after Dolph's entrance, we get a surprising entrance theme from his opponent. So Mark Henry still has his dreads, but he comes out with sexual chocolate Mark Henry, reliving the days. I didn't like how the match turned out, but I think it's just a good push for Dolph Ziggler as he's Intercontinental Champion. He's been getting a good push. I wish Eric Escobar was Intercontinental Champion. But the match went very good. You know, Henry gets a good upper hand, and he pulls out a good one. That was very interesting for Mark Henry to pull off a good upper hand. Dolph Ziggler, you know, really looking powerful than Drew McIntyre. I'm pissed like how Drew McIntyre looks like a scrub against the Giants. I thought Drew McIntyre would just beat down brutally Mark Henry. Yeah, Drew McIntyre, I consider him a powerhouse, but Sheamus, you know, already done that. You know, Mark Henry tries a big splash, and this will give Dolph Ziggler a good upper hand in this match. And this looks very impressive, so it gave him an advantage. You know, unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler, you know, really looked good ever since Mark Henry missing the big splash. He really got a good upper hand. I like how the match ended. I like how Dolph Ziggler win. He really saw the big splash coming. Mark Henry missed. You know, that was his flaw. So that was very impressive. Very good for how Ziggler wins. I'm very glad he's getting that push. Almost like Daniel Bryan is, quite frankly, I gotta say. So after getting old school attire, we also get the Hart Dynasty after months of their rift. So they still turn out to be the greatest tag team ever to live. They all thought things worked out, but apparently, you know, one thing. So Tony Atlas was talking about, you know, being his tag team, and we have the old school layover. It's so great. This was hilarious. This was a great segment for Tony Atlas to go on and on. And as the Hart Dynasty left, he continues talking, and he, you know, continues rambling on, and then we fade away to commercial. So that was actually a funny seg. Well, to be very honest, we all know this tag team division's been revolving around Nexus. Same thing with Lay Cool with the Diva division. And practically now the Nexus are owning the whole tag team division. This is why they're trying to demerge all these tag teams, and it's just been getting very useless. Like, what's the use of, you know, breaking up more tag teams? It's like, now it's like no suspense, because we all know they're trying to put them to Nexus to really make them stronger. And I think it's very good. I just think the Nexus need more contenders to make them more stronger, I have to say. So after, you know, getting this good in-ring compatibility and with Heath Slater, and David Hart, you know, was the first one who ever went in. And unfortunately, after trying to tag in, he gets betrayed by Tyson Kidd. And you can see it right there. And it's like, this is confusing. I thought Hart would be a heel, but apparently it turned out Tyson Kidd was the heel. And I didn't think that was good use for him to do what he did. So we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm thinking this may be a good angle, mostly useless. So I'm not too surprised something like this happened. We're taking you back. So we got an interview with Randy Orton in the old school background, and I think this was interesting. So he asked him, you know, what are his motives of being WWE champion. I think it was an okay interview. So it did look more realistic. So we get R-Truth about being his friend and John Cena doing the right thing. So R-Truth came and asked John Cena for help. It was an okay segment for R-Truth to be involved.
When you count your shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3. You see, people like to think Cena has a choice. Free or fire. That's not a choice.
I think this was an okay segment. It's going to be a good segment for John Cena to be free from Nexus. But, you know, for the most part, this was a good interview. R-Truth interview. So Randy Orton just said he's going to punt John Cena in the head and make sure he doesn't make it out here tonight. You know, that was an unfortunate set. So we're getting an old ring announcer after getting introduced by Jester Roberts. So welcome back, Howard Finkel. And with the old school suit, you know, because you know it's the ring announcer always sees. How Finkel seems semi-heelish, but I didn't think so. But he did his job very well, so I see him as a tweener, whoever doing his job. So we get the Brooklyn Brawler. WWE Harvey Whippleman. I think this is a great segment with his manager, Harvey Whippleman. And so after this seg, he introduces whoever's going to step up to him. Please come on out. So we get his opponent, none other than Ezekiel Jackson. Apparently this match turned out to be a squash match, but apparently with him being a face that he is, this looks like a good squash match for Ezekiel Jackson. Ezekiel Jackson like nailed it good and rocked the house. So this match was okay, but Ezekiel's been getting that push. Hopefully he feuds with Sheamus in the future, or whoever, if they're going to turn him heel. But this match was actually very good. And it was a very good squash match. Yeah, I had this in high definition, so moving on after this, we get a national anthem. So Santino tries to blow the roof off and tries to crash it, which was what his buddy sang. Iron Sheik and this gentleman, and Vladimir Kozlov's gonna sing it, but luckily enough the Usos came out. And Slick Rick actually, Slick comes on with his old school dancing. I think this was very cool. He's trying to take us back in the day with his old school rapping. This was very interesting. This was very great. I was a little impressed with that. I was really into it because we didn't have Slick Rick. We have just Slick though. I heard like what did he say? Well, he's trying to quiet down the fans, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So we get the Usos to come out, and so this was very interesting. And the daughter of this woman right there in the center of the Usos, we got Jimmy Snuka. So this match was very good. I like the upper hand of this match for the Usos to pull off a good upper hand. I was really hoping the Usos will win to really get their push. I really want them to turn face and then fight Nexus. But they probably want this story angle with Kozlov and Santino to win. But we all know the whole shebang. Santino was going to pull the win and then go for victory. So unfortunately, I wasn't very impressed with the win, but I really wanted the Usos to win, to be honest. So luckily enough, we're going to see Vladimir and Santino on Nexus instead of the Hart Dynasty, which I wasn't very pleased about. But I'll see how the match turns out. Hopefully it turns out good, despite Nexus going to win. So Sheamus tried to take out Usos to take care of his job to Santino Kozlov. But unfortunately, we have Morrison again to come out, and he's trying to step in there help. So apparently helping him, apparently once again helping Santino, which was a little bit impressive. So he tries to ask Morrison to a challenge to a match, and I think this was just a great segment. I was a little impressed with this segment, and personally, we'll see the match, how that match turns out. So we get Otunga against Kofi Kingston. Ooh, good segment right there.
SmackDown so much that I decided to pay you a little visit here on Raw tonight. And being that it is old school night, I just might fly around that ring like Coco Beware, the Birdman, baby, and make you wish it was yesterday. And I'm prepared to squat up.
This was actually great. I love these promos, the old school promos. I wish they would bring that back because these just look very interesting. So I wish they brought it back. But Otunga and Kofi pulled off a good match. With Otunga getting a full upper hand, we get a surprising entrance, and for it led, David Otunga being fully distracted. So unfortunately, we get George the Animal Steel. So what the heck was George the Animal Steel doing here? And which led to David Otunga being distracted. I was surprised he was this much distracted. He ate the turnbuckle. What the heck was that? And Otunga getting distracted. He didn't even see this whole shebang coming. And unfortunately, it led to Kofi getting executed the Trouble in Paradise. And that was just very tragic, but it was very weird at the same time. But it was great he got the win. Good upper hand, but I really wanted Otunga to get on the second one to get on a roll to push this angle and bury it. After talking to two WWE legends to say, we get a little surprise, which was Sheamus coming out to, look, they saw it coming, but Sheamus comes out saying he'll accept his challenge, so I'll see how the match turns out. I'm thinking the match may be good, but I hope Sheamus wins, because I want him to get back in that push where he was, this main event. He had a huge build-up. He's been getting huge build-up, so hope he needs to not release anytime soon, because I really like that guy. One of my favorite heels so far, I have to say, to be very honest.